is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now, I don't know if I'll ever arrive. Where the grass is green, we're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
How's it going, guys? Grizzly here. Hope you all enjoyed that little introduction to the brand new farm. This looks amazing. This is just the house alone. We can't even see the farm yet from here. Just look at this view here. Just have a little look here. The views we have here are amazing. And as you guys did see, an overwhelming vote of Plan 4. Plan 4 was this area here. So I had to buy the extra bit of land just around the map to build the house. But it's not really the problem because you don't really do much at the house anyway. So it's not like I really wanted it to be on part of the fields. However, so we now own all these fields here and 2 cattle pens. One of them come with the farm as standard, and then I've done a bit of editing to the farm in Giants Editor, taken a couple bits out. However, there's also going to be a video coming out showing how I built the farm. That should be coming out in the next couple of days, maybe Saturday, maybe Friday. It'll depend on when I get around to editing. However, that's coming out. Let me know if you enjoy those speed builds as such, where it's more of a time lapse of a build on a map, because it could be a series that we start. Maybe I'll go on to different maps that you guys suggest, or build certain kind of farms. So maybe like if you want a US themed cattle farm or horse state ranch, things like that. So if you got any suggestions on that, let me know in the comments of this video below, or come and let me know in the Discord so I can keep a bit of a list of it. I'll make a list of it, and if we get a couple of them, maybe I can do a couple of videos on it and we'll give it a little trial run like we have with Red Dead. With Red Dead as well, let me know what you guys are thinking on that as well. However, back to why we're all here. So, brand new house. It doesn't look brand new, but I can tell you now, the inside is nice. For any of you guys that did see our Flint Hills series, they're almost exactly the same. There's not much difference at all in the actual houses. However, it's a little bit more open at the top, and it's a really nice looking house. So we're not going to spend much time in there. Probably start our videos there from time to time. Not much. Kept the farm truck. That's staying on obviously the garage here. So the farm truck, literally nothing's changed to it. I've got the exact same one as before, and that door's not going to open. And that was a lot louder than I expected. However, this yard area I think looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to get a couple sneak screenshots and make sure that we get them in the introduction for you guys just to see how amazing this area is. However, we come out of here. I'm not gonna take the farm truck today because there's just not much point. But have a little look here. Just oh, there we go. The views that we get here are amazing. And as you can see here, the brand new farm. I think this looks really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. A couple of the buildings we've kept. Cattle we have changed. So we're now going to change our idea out. I wanted to get this series to last a little bit longer. And the way I've decided that that would be best is by starting with beef cattle. As you can see down on the feedlot down there. So we're going to have 2 herds eventually. We're going to start off with our beef herd, which will be over there in the medium-sized feedlot. It's about medium-sized, medium to large. And then what we'll also have is our dairy operation on that barn over there. And that'll be the big field going all the way down. But we'll get to that in a second. So, what I want to start off with, I'm just going to start off with this area here. There's not really much of a plan for what's going to be here. The main bit is this cultivator has all the big bits that I can leave outside. They're going to be in that kind of area. Just because they're just big and bulky really, and they're better left flat. Is from what I've learned. Let me know if I'm wrong though. Any farms out there, let me know if they're better in a shed or laying out flat. I've heard for the winter it's better laying out flat, but let me know what you guys know. However, seeder wise, we're going to be going with the case. As you guys saw, we had the John Deere one very similar to this, but we're not running John Deere anymore, so I feel it's better that we change it out. I feel like that's probably the best idea. However, big upgrade to come in. A lot more fields means we have a lot more grain, which is why we have the J&M cart. It is a big heap of metal. I agree. It definitely looks too big, but it doesn't carry much. It carries around 37,000 litres, which I'm not sure what that goes into in bushels. We'll have to find out during harvest, but it should seem good. So we're going to have that running with a semi setup for the bigger fields. For the smaller fields, we can really use that. Oh, don't need a chainsaw. We can really use this H&S cart like we had in the old map if we really need to. However, this and this little red tool here, I remember talking to you guys about it, the Lely before. We had it in the previous farm. This setup I'm going to use to try and get more of kind of the cattle side of stuff. So we'll do silage with it. We'll see. We're going to need a different header, or we need to get a forage harvester down the line for making silage out of corn, but we'll get to that one as well. However, the main bit of this one is it's going to be picking up stuff like grass and stuff like that so that we can make it. But then I'm also thinking corn stalks, we couldn't put it in a bale, so maybe we need to pick it up this way. So I want to give that a go this year as well. So when we get to harvest season, just remind me of that in case I do forget. And obviously a rake anyway, just for a bit of grass work. But for cold storage wise, that's actually majority it. There's not much more except from a couple trailers down the far end, but we haven't even got near to that bit yet. So now we're coming to the equipment shed, which just while that opens, looks really nice. I know it's the lone oak one, used quite a lot, but for the size we had here, for you guys that have played the map, this is literally a rolling hill from the fence downwards to here. And that fence to the left here wasn't actually there. I had to build that in on Giant's Header. So this is all a rolling hill, and I think it actually fits in quite nicely. I'm not sure what you guys think. I feel like it does quite nicely. However, some of the equipment, well, all the equipment has changed. Main reason is some bits we need to upgrade, and some bits I've also fit in what we want to do. So, number one, I've changed to the Freightliner. Main reason is just because of horsepower. So we've got a little bit more horsepower to handle the grain. So that's the only reason. We are going to be ordering some stickers for that one to get that put on. And we've also got two of this tractor. So we've got the Case International 1586 Turbo. We've got two of these. One is a two-wheel drive, which is around the corner, and then this one, the four-wheel drive. This is going to be kind of our backup, I guess, the secondary tractor, I guess you could say. Obviously, big Case you can see down the bottom, the 9330, it's going to be our main kind of workhorse. A lot of the ploughing, all the big jobs. And then this we're going to use for all the other jobs, so carrying the bale trailer around. We could probably even get it to do seeding and stuff like that, to be honest, and help out the big tractor in busy times. This one here, another Case. Don't have the number here if I remember correctly. I know it's definitely a Case International, but I don't have a tractor number. Have a little look. There we go. 1455 XL. It's actually a really good bit of kit. I did find this one when helping out in the previous video with Farm Sim Guy and Argsy. It's a really good tractor. It's the one I use for the baling stuff, so I actually really enjoy it. That's why I thought I'd bring it into this series, and it's going to be the farm tractor. That's going to deal with all the cattle stuff, all the bales, all the cleaning, everything will go through that, with the exception of that one there. And then this one, the main workhorse, is going to be the big tractor that we get all the big jobs done with. And I've actually had a little drive in it to get it back to the farm, and I'm really liking it, so I think that's going to be good fun for when we get in the fields. And now the combine. So guys, I know we asked, are we keeping the big Case? Unfortunately the dealership just got sold before we got to the point of buying it, so this was the next best option I could get at the time. It's a bit old, it probably needs an upgrade sooner rather than later, so probably going to be one of the things on the Grizzly agenda that we get upgraded. So I really want to have a look and get this upgraded. Probably try and maybe just replace it out. Maybe we'll do a trade-in to get it a little bit better. However, feeding a lot, or the feed wagon I guess we could call it. Case International 581, no, it's not the 58, sorry, the 1586 turbo. This is the 2-wheel drive one, and we're going to use this for all the cattle traders. So it's going to be for the feeding and the bales as well. So when we need to do short, so this is just going to be the main one carrying all those kind of traders around. Eventually I might make sure that we fill both trailers up so that every other day we can go and refill them, because there's not a long drive, it's a little drive to get to and from the bale area. So I might bring them in here. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll hang fire on that. Except from that, it's a simple repair area there. While we're here, we are going to have a quick look into cattle pen. So cattle pen here, for this will be for our dairy operation. In through that white door here, we have all our milking station. However, that door's left open, so I might need to put a fence in there, but we'll have a little look at that. Except from that, this one, feedlot here, all against the wall there. So if you just come down to here, this will be where you feed, as you can see along here. Put all your feed along here. Water wise, I can't remember. Yep, there we go. That's right on the yellow tub over there. However, they've got so much space in this area that we're going to be able to get tons of cattle in here, to be honest. This will be our dairy cattle. I know it's a lot more space than what we've got the other ones in. Maybe eventually we can upgrade the other one, I'm thinking. But we'll have to see how that one goes. However, that is that all done here. Let's just quickly get out of here. There we go. Right. Next bit here. So there's nothing planned to go in the shed. I thought it'd just be nice to have a bit of a shed space in the farm that was maybe used back in the day, kind of thing that we don't really need now because we've expanded. So that's the same for this building as well, if I'm honest. It's just not much needed space at the moment. Eventually we might get into it, but there's just not much space, not need for it yet. So once we get more equipment, hopefully we can store it in there. Same for this building here. This building is more for aesthetics. I know it's a workshop, so we probably will use it as a workshop from time to time, but the main bit of it is because it fits in with this farm really nice, giving it a bit of history and a bit of a date to the farm, which I think looks really good. Now, the New Holland 116, this is going to be our mower. As you guys saw in our Westby, Wisconsin series, this doesn't work that well. However, I have got an edited version of it, so hopefully it should run a bit quicker. Fingers crossed. So that is the plan. However, we're going to come to the cattle last because we actually need to do a bit of work on the cattle today. So that's what we're going to finish the video off with. However, here's our silo system. Another lone oak mod, which for these lone oak mods, this one and the shed that we had the vehicles in, you can find them all on the mod hub. So if you guys do want them, I think they'll also go into console as well for some of you console guys. However, this is our main silo setup. It's a big silo setup. I think we're looking at around 670,000 litres of grain, which I'm quite happy with. I don't think we're going to go over that. If we are, we'll just get some grain back, so it's all good. However, going on to here, I'm going to do a bit more work around here. Probably add a few more tree stuff, just fill it out a little bit more. However, here's our trailer shed, I guess you could call it. We've got the bale trailer. I have downgraded to a smaller one for the tractor, just because of our location. We're not going on heavy roads to sell stuff. We're going to try and keep all of it in the farm, so if we require it, we'll bale it. If not, we're not really going to have much of a use for it, so there's no point keeping it. So that's the plan for that. Obviously the semi-trailer's been upgraded. We're going to start using that as well for the bigger fields, because up the back they are pretty big fields. This field's probably half the size of some of them over there, and some of them are probably even quite a bit more bigger than that. So that's just so you guys are aware of that one. Got our two headers here, got the corn header, and then they're both around 10 meters, so we're looking pretty good there, to be honest, as well. However, now this I quite like, but I might change because of the sizing of it. This is going to be the bale area, this kind of last area of the farm. So we're going to have, I didn't plan on having silage bales, and I will show you why, but it's just because we're starting the save game off. We've got to kind of do that, really. So as soon as this year kind of folds out and we get playing, we're going to make sure we do a lot of silage ready for next year. However, we've got straw on the left, silage in the middle, and then hay on the right, so that we have everything we need to make total mixed rations. And then obviously our straw trailer here, just so we can fill it up in a little bit as well. However, that is the main bit of the farm. The only exception that I have on there is this little bit here, silage pit. I wanted to go over silage pit rather than the silos, the silo kind of harvest or tower silos, because it just gives us a little bit more to do. When we're doing silage, we've got a lot more space to fill up, and then we can also do a bit of compacting and stuff. So there's a little bit more for us to do. However, the main reason we're all here really, the cattle. So this is going to be our beef herd. We've started off with 25, same number we had last time, and instead of it being this time, so the dairy farm, the dairy side, are going to need corn stalks. So we've got a bit of time before we start investing in that side. However, because this is a modded like cattle placeable, it doesn't go through the same setup that all the in-map ones do. So this one only needs the normal basic requirements. So we're kind of lucky on that one. However, we're going to go and get started on it. So what we're going to do is just make sure the water's all good, and then we're going to go and get started. So join me over here, and then we're going to go and get started. So the first thing we're going to need is tractor here. So one thing I'm also going to do here is when we're driving around like now, I'm going to try and stick to first person, and if I don't, you've got to tell me off, because I want to try and improve a bit more realism. So if you guys know any way that we can make this realism a little bit better, just tell me. I won't bite. However, what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly get this loaded, and then we're just going to start getting everything emptied out into the cattle pen so that they got a bit of food ready to go. So I'm going to park that a bit more. There we go. What we're going to do now, let me just go and get this all filled up, and then we'll be good to go. I'll catch you all in a minute. Alright you guys, we're all loaded up now. I'm just heading around to the cattle pen here, so let's just quickly get driven. Quickly just drive around the corner here. Let's get these guys all fed, so let's quickly fill in here. Here we go, let's get a nice little picture here of it. Oh, but there we go. So let's just get them all fed up. So guys, as always, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure you're dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you guys are enjoying in the comments below as well. Let me know what you want to see as well. Let me know if you would like the idea of those farm speed build kind of videos. Maybe we can do it on a Saturday or something. But let me know what you guys are thinking. So that's them all fed here. Let's have a little look here. I did put a little bit of hay and silage in earlier in the day just to make sure everything works fine. It does. Total mix rations all in. Now all we need to do straw. However, I will do that off camera, just so that you guys don't have to sit through everything. However, that's going to be everything today. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. The farm build will come out later in the week, so I hope you all enjoyed that as well, and I will see you all Tuesday for the next video of this. Hope you've all enjoyed this as episode 17, and I hope to see you at episode 18. Have a good one, guys.